welcome in the Learn and Grow Together with Atulji. And today we are on the episode number 5 of the Unknown to Known with none other than the legend of ServiceNow, who has a 6-time community MVP, 2-time developer MVP, Mr. Alikutty. Abdulrazak is here. Hi Ali, I welcome you on my podcast today and hope, uh, yep, okay, sorry. Hope you're doing good and well. Before I go and talk to you, put a lot of questions and ask our community member, our viewers to be put the questions as per the tradition. Let's go with the same practice. So let's take a moment, 30 10 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Let's pray to the God to whom you worship, and let's pray that we are going to be share our knowledge, we are going to be share our thoughts with everybody on the community. Maybe today and tomorrow someone will come back and see these videos again. So the message which you want to be communicate, the things which you want to be communicate should be go to the community, go to the viewers in the same manner, and then we'll finally kick off the session. Okay, welcome back. How are you doing, Ali?
Yeah, I'm good, Atul. Thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure connecting with you.
Good to see you here. Definitely, it's my pleasure to bring someone who 8 times in the MVP in the total and community and the dev MVP as well. Definitely, we go in that MVP concept as well. Before that, I want to be start with your introduction, where you are based out at point of time, what you are doing, what's your skill set, and I want to be hear it from your graduation or the post graduation part as well, because in my previous sessions I found some interesting guests who started from X domain and now they're working in the Y domain as well. So I want to be here from that perspective. Over to you.
Yeah, Atul, sure. So, myself, we can call me Ali. Right now, I'm working as a senior architect, ServiceNow architect at Wipro, and I'm looking into our Center of Excellence team here. It's a global team, and we look primarily into the product capabilities of ServiceNow. I'm typically a product guy right now, looking into all aspects of different ServiceNow products and also into the best practices for implementations. All those aspects is what my current focus, plus building solutions on top of ServiceNow. That's my current role. Going a bit back to my past, since you have asked about the
Yes.
graduation, right? So I'm from computer science background itself, BTech, and I started working in the IT back in 2009. So over 14 years of experience in total. But my primary experience was not ServiceNow. So I started from kind of a Java J2 based background primarily, and but the domain was IT service
Okay.
management. We had an area of IT service management where we had certain apps that was built for request management and similar aspect. Java background, I had some knowledge about website building, development, all those aspects. And suddenly, I think it was back in, if I remember it correctly, almost 9 years back, 9 plus years back, 2014 or 2013. And if I remember the release, ServiceNow release at that time
Dublin
was
or Fiji? Fiji.
Coupling or
Right.
category, I
Kelly
think.
Eureka, right.
That was Yeah, so during that time is what I came into ServiceNow period. When my customer moved into IT service
Okay.
management. So right at that time it was not much known, but still ServiceNow was there, starting with the ITSM module implementations throughout the different customers, right? And that is where I came into ServiceNow. I also remember the first CSS certification I took during 2014. At that time, it was very new to everyone. The CIS exam is what it was called
Right.
as, right? Uh, from there, I remember primarily I worked on ITSM. That was the starting point of time. Then along with that, we have also started, implementing for that customer ITBM and IT operations management. That was almost my beginning with ServiceNow. And today, I think it's almost 9 years of experience within ServiceNow. I have worked with almost most of the primary applications and modules within ServiceNow. Like I've
Right.
primary aspect is product side, so mostly exploring the product, each and every aspects within the technology workflows
Mhm.
and all the other workflows which are there within ServiceNow. I have worked through this previous years of experience.
Okay, good to know. So I can say that you are coming from a era of service now when we called service now just a ticketing tool. I'm sure that you still remember these lines in your mind. If someone asks what is service now, it's a
Yeah,
ticketing tool
definitely.
mainly, not more than that.
That's true, and I even remember my first training which I got. All the trainers were mentioning, this is our current ticketing tool. You create tickets. At that time, it was first time I'm hearing what
Okay.
a ticket is. So
So this tickets is different than the tickets which you buy for the bus or the train, definitely. Good,
yeah,
good. So it's good that you are coming from a computer science background and you love coding, specifically Java and all, and then while you move into the in the same domain. But do you think that if you don't know the coding, then what will be your role? Will you like a consultant or trainer or the business analyst or the designer? What type of role you must or you have that time?
so I did have a good passion, when I was started with my programming back at that time.
Mhm.
In case I didn't go into programming, I think I would have been kind of a consultant because I was too adapted with the technology part,
Okay.
right? So consultancy would have been one of my key areas if it was not for the programming.
Hmm. Okay, good to know this part. That definitely. So let's move a little bit forward. So as you say that you attended your first training of the service now somewhere in 2013 or 14, right? And it's a long back that old UI 15 interface. Some stars are there to make a favorite. Boxes are there to profile and navigate. All the things will be there. So how was your first experience in that training? Means you think that wow, I'm getting something new, or you think that maybe I'll not make the career in service now.
Yeah, it's a good question. I still remember, right, the first time seeing this platform.
Hmm.
You have seriously no idea about what it is, right? And the best part here is no documentation. You have the wiki site,
Correct.
if you remember, right? Getting something learned, you need to have. If I remember, there was a CSA document material, which was a primary thing which we got after registering for the certification. That was the only best documentation that I could access at that period of time. And if you
Okay.
go to wiki, it's still good, but it need more improvement with respect to the documentation.
Hmm.
And first time coming into this tool platform, primarily on ITSM, because at that time it was all about ITSM.
ITSM only, right?
Yeah, and if you see, the first thing we did was about setting up the banners, right? Today, today rarely we do that, but you had the banner set up with the
Yes.
properties, the colors of the instance, the browser name of the instance, all those things. If I remember correctly, was the first thing I was involved, and I always used to compare this with the web-based application, how ServiceNow work
Hmm.
with a similar to web-based application, because the backend for ServiceNow is typically a Java application,
Correct.
right? It's hosted on Tomcat. You can have a MySQL, Oracle database,
Right.
right? So the backend, I always try to compare, and how it is mapped to your, how all these things are encapsulated within ServiceNow, right? In the web
Mhm.
application, you have direct access to the database. You need to write your
Right.
uh, HTML, all the code, the client side. But how ServiceNow has encapsulated all these concepts into your client script, your business rule, that was something I try to understand primarily, and get adapted to the overall design on how this works.
Nice, nice. So it means from the day one you have a thought in your mind. I need to be understand that how this working in the background instead of that how it's look like. Better to see that how it's working in the background.
Right. So because that was my knowledge area, right? I know how it used to work in Java, how everything was set up, and that's what I tried to compare. It's the first day. Where have I got into, right? I need to
Mhm.
understand how can I map it, right? If I am
Right.
able to map it, I will be able to better, do the implementation.
Okay. Okay, let's go back in 2013-14 only. So if that time you have to be suggest one thing in service now to make a change, what was that?
Yeah, I have that in my mind. I forgot the name, but we had the employee self-service, the old,
ECS,
yeah,
right?
old content management system. It was too bad. Uh, you know, it took a lot of time for me to understand that and learn and set it up for, kind of implementation.
Okay.
Until portals have come in place, right? It was too tough to have a good user interface there, but
Hmm.
you had to deal with the content management system at that time, right?
Right,
So,
right, right. No, that's really good that you are the older one that who know or who was working service now for the long time now. Let's go to the next part now. Why you pick up service now? Is like there was no other tool available in the market. It like my manager says go and learn this thing, or someone referred you. Okay, go and learn service now. Why you pick up service now?
that was, I would say it was natural, right? I was working in a background of ITSM,
Hmm.
mostly incidents, requests, all those aspects of change, all those aspects of background I was working into, but there was no service at this point, right?
Right.
But suddenly, when the customer took a decision to move towards service now, I was part of the same old legacy team, and I got automatically,
Move to
moved
this one.
into service now. I had to learn it so that you can migrate it and you can build it. So that was my trigger point there.
Okay, good. So if not service now, then what other tool you want to be go? If today I ask you, okay, Ali, let's take it out service now from your mind, body, thoughts, everywhere. That what the other tool you want to pick up?
Yeah, so at that time I didn't had a choice, right, way back. But today, I would have gone into the
Hmm.
cloud front, right? I would definitely prefer Azure cloud services. That's something I'm still learning as part of my core
Good.
competencies here, right? So Azure is something which I admire along with AWS. That is something that I would choose, if not from ServiceNow.
Okay, good. Chaliye. So this part has been done. Now let me come to little next step to understand. When I was visiting your profile on the LinkedIn and definitely on the community, I found that you are a MVP for the sixth time in a row as a community MVP and two times as the developer MVP. Okay, so it means I can say 2015 or 14-15 you started your journey in the MVP part. So what was the first moment or what was the first thought in your mind when you get the first email from ServiceNow? Hello, Mr. Alikutty, you are the MVP for this year. What was your might have said that time? You are happy, sad, okay, that's fine. What was the expression?
Yeah, I don't remember that exactly. Yeah, but this, I'll give some pointers here. This was a long journey, if I remember. So after starting, the ServiceNow career, uh, I was a frequent visitor of community. All those period, if I remember, whenever, because there was no much documentation, you had to go
Correct.
with community, and I used to see people like Mark Stranger, Pradeep Sharma, all
Right.
those that active in community at that point. Community was a completely different interface there. I started seeing them contributing. Now, I started asking for my queries there. I posted queries. I learned a
Mhm.
lot of things. And later at a time, when I come to post other queries, I see that questions are posted which are not answered, but I know the answer, right? I have
Okay.
seen this before, I have done this before, then it attracted me to get into it, right? Then that's how I started uh, answering different questions in the community, all those posts. First, it was like, kind of attraction. If I answer, I'll get more knowledge. And if you see,
Yes.
it's kind of a gamification, right? You get
Correct.
points, right? The
Yes.
moment you start and you get something, right, it adds more confidence to you. You try to answer more, and when you try to answer more, right, you'll actually refer documentation. You'll actually try to do the scripts. It's a
Right.
learning thing. It's increase your
Right.
skills, and that was the peak point where I entered into become more an addictive person in a community. Keep on
I
answering.
yes, I was always coming to that point because nowadays I'm like a addictive. Chaska hai. You like in the morning when you get up, you see, oh my god, these many questions are there in the community. Let go and try to be answered that part. So just on the same part, how much time you spend on the community on the day-to-day basis? Like a 4 hours, 5 hours, half an hour, 2 hours. How much time you spend?
Today it's very less. I would honestly say today it's not that much. But during those times, at least 6 hours, I would say, when
Oh,
addiction was at the peak, right?
it's
At least 6 hours.
right. So it means like you are so eager to answer everything, which you know you want to be answer it. That's the
Definitely, definitely, and also the thing I remember, I would always try to answer those first, right? Before someone else. So it
so
was.
so so what is the best moment when you reply on the committee that you get an email that your answer marking has been helpful, or it get that your answer has been accepted as a solution?
Originally, the right answer was something, very
Right.
much a confidence boost to us. But if someone else answer is getting marked right, then you
True,
might have
true.
confidence.
Agree on that. When sometimes it happens because see we are human being. We little sometimes we get jealous. Hey, my answer also right. His answer also right. The only thing is that I replied little late, maybe 2 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds late, but my answer did not get accepted as the right answer. But no, that's a good thing. Now I want to be hear from you that how this 6 year you are making as a record for yourself, like back to back, and getting in the both areas. Community is the one thing, developer is the one thing. How you are be making this path? What special you did?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I just want to add one thing. The starting was addiction, but as you go on, learn more things after all this, 6 to 8 years, right? I think that become more mature now because I don't have that previous addiction at this
Yeah.
point. I try to make it more effective, more kind of a learning skill because I have understood how this works. It's not just kind of a competition here. You're
Correct.
not there to do some competition fights or getting points. It's all about learning. What you learn and share with the community, it would definitely benefit you in the future, right? So that's just one thing I
Hmm.
want to add. And like I've mentioned, so I started learning and I started contributing to different things. I think in 2017, there was a different title. Okay, it's called as ServiceNow Community
Right.
Leader. Today you have the rising
Right.
stars. So previously it was the
Leader.
community leader. It was there twice a year, and it was during that period, during 2017, I got this first award, 2017, the Community Leader
Okay.
Award. That was my starting point where it was a big first time after around 4 years. I felt like I've achieved something with respect to service now. You have
Right.
a award, you have a title that
Yes.
becomes a brand for you, right? So
True.
that's the whole starting point, and it boosts you, definitely it boosts your
True.
confidence, right? Then slowly it started. The same next year, I got added into the MVP starting 2018, and that is where it all started with the MVP uh, period. Then
Okay.
starting from there, till now, continuously that community MVP has been going on. But additionally, just want to mention a point about the developer MVP that came in bit later, back in 2020, I
21,
think.
I guess. Yeah.
20.
2021. Right.
So it was during the COVID period, I think. The COVID
Right.
period, mostly all of you were work from home, right? You had work from home. I started more exploring into blogging, right? Start
Oh.
writing community articles at this point, sharing my expertise on the best practices, all these things. I started writing on that. I also started my own channel because I thought going a bit more expressing yourself, it was better to have a video recording, right? That is
Yes.
where I started my YouTube channel, which was called as ServiceNow Talks, right? And
Right.
this channel, I preferred to start with mostly on implementation. Okay, I
Okay.
just have very less number of videos, I think 20 plus or something, but prefer to focus on specific areas of implementation, specific product, the best practices, all this, and it was well received for me at that time. And that is the point when I came into the developer MVP period, right, 2021. and that I continued that throughout the next year, 2 years. It continued the same. Channel was expanded.
Nice.
I started making some reusable in the share repository. Some spokes with respect to automation was uploaded. So all this actually contributed to my developer MVP, and simultaneously, continuous 2 years I was part of it.
Nice.
And then currently it's I'm not part of the developer MVP, but still continuing with my community MVP.
Good, good. No, it's really, really inspiring for everybody who is be there on the audience part as well. Definitely for me, because 1 year, 2 year, I can say okay, you can still do, but continuously 6 years, and in the both categories, if you enter, definitely it's mega big. Big difference. So I'm sure that you are a married one, and how your family supported you on this part. Are your wife saying, "Hey, come on, Ali, it's weekend. Let's sit together. Let's go out. Let's spend the time with family." So how you get the time for making the community thing, making the videos? I know that even I have a YouTube channel. It's tough, but want to be listen to your experience as well on that.
Yeah, so initially it was tough, the addiction period, it was very difficult to get out of it. I have lost many times a family within community. I remember if you see 6 hours, right, that was too big. That period of 2018 to 2020, that was the long addiction period. A lot of efforts were put in. Definitely that has helped me. It's still helping me now.
Yes,
I've lost some time with the family, that has happened, but I see the benefit. But now I'm more able to focus on both the aspect. I'm able to put up control with what I'm doing. I'm able to spend the right time with my family. All there is a balance with what you work, the time
yes.
for your community, that is happening now, and I would say I'm really happy at this point.
Good, good. Because this is the well saying, even nobody can get success if then the family is not with him or her, definitely. So if I'm sitting here, I'm doing the podcast, definitely my wife is supporting me in the background, and you're sitting here in the night at point of time on the festival day, and definitely a family supporting on that particular part. Definitely, it's a very, very inspiring journey for everybody here. Now let me go back to a little bit for the gaming. Okay, let's have a little quick rapid fire discussion with you. Okay, you have to be answer in a one word. It can be from the service now, but no release name. Okay, what term come in your mind starting from C?
See, connect chat,
Connect chat. Okay, with the D.
discovery,
I want okay. I want to hear some new terms which maybe not easily searchable or not everybody know that part, because 8 years experience, 6 time MVP definitely brings something new. Okay,
tell
something with Z.
I'll say Dex. I think no one much would be aware of what Dex is.
Dex, DECK, right? Or something else?
DEX. DEX.
Oh, DEX. What is that?
It's a new product coming in part of the item suite, digital
Oh,
experience with ServiceNow. So I think very less people are aware of it.
so this is called experience. Okay, something with Z.
Z.
Nosing, please. Nosing.
Z is tough. There is no release name, I think.
Definitely release name is there. It's coming in 2015, 2025. But I need some
Right.
term.
Z.
Maybe your friend Deepak is there. Deepak, can you help Ali on the word with Z but no zing, please? You can put your answer in the chat window. Okay. Now one more. Something with F.
F. F coming as FTP.
Okay. Something from A.
Access controls.
Access control. Okay, that's fine. Good. Chili, we will come back definitely on this gaming part some other time after this one more discussion. Now I want to be here something your challenges, because definitely as a human being we always get a point when we think no, it's not more for me. I want to be leave it. I want to be give up now. So when you started in 2014, because I'm not discussing about the technical part because you know that you already say that you already have a good technical skills and you start working on that part. But did you get any point, any time then when you think now it's enough, yeah? Let's move out from community for 6 months, 1 year, and spend time peacefully. No, no points, no accept answer, no right answer, no question, just office work and family. That's all. Have you find any time in these 6 7 years?
It's happening right now.
Oh
Um,
God.
so this current year have been very less active. I'm there, doing very less contributing to the community. It's not because I just not lost the interest, but I think I should find a bit more time for the family, personal things. I'm there in the environment still going on very less pace, but for the past I would say past 6 months, I've been very less active with all this activity.
But still you say that I spend good time on the community, but not 6 hours, right?
Yeah, yeah, not six, not six, maybe less than an hour or something. No one would do that except you are at a different state of mind.
I'm, I'm, I'm sure if your wife is nearby or listening to, she is noting on this point that Ali, you told in the live discussion that you are not spending much time on the service now. Okay, good. But sometimes it happens that you tried very well, and still you're not able to get success in this community journey. Like making a lot of videos. I'll give you my example as well. When initially I started my journey in the YouTube part, I was very excited. No, no, I can make video of this. But sooner or later, I come to know, no, no, my views are not increasing. My populations are not increasing on that particular part. So how you overcome that problem? Because running a YouTube channel is also very, very big thing. It's look fancy for the outside people. Oh my God, he's running his own channel. But you or me as a YouTuber know that how it is paining it for us. So how you come up that challenges, overcome that challenges.
Yeah, I think it is known to all the YouTubers here, and it's a challenge to start within your channel, right? Main thing originally, if you see to start with the channel and get subscribers, not an easy thing.
Right.
You need to do a lot of advertising, right? uh, Advertising is key, right? The marketing, how we market it, that is first part
True.
to it. Second thing is how you record this video, the quality of video, the header, the title scheme of the
Yes.
video, how you can make an impact, how you can have your viewers quickly comment to it. That's second thing. Third thing is your topic, which topic you are going to select, right? If I select a 1 hour video on specific topic of a product, no one is going to actually
True.
watch it. They may be watching first 5 minutes of that video, remaining they'll stop it, or maybe they scroll around it completely and that's it. But if you have some short videos which is 15 to 20 minutes, right, or max half an hour, right, that is what I've seen as interest to the people. And along with that, the topic should also be very new, relevant. Specifically, if you see if there is a new release
Right.
coming, any new release specific items are of very big interest. Second thing is about platform capabilities. People are very much interested to learn more at a platform side, scripting side. That is another key aspect which I have seen. I think Deepak has put something
FSM,
in
right.
FSM field
I just
service.
highlighted on the
Right.
on the screen now.
Yeah, and also there are people who are on the different product area, but that depends on you. Everyone might not be working on each and every
Right.
product. You might have your interest. So if you are putting something on a product, FSM, only those who are currently working on FSM would go and watch that video, right? So your
Correct.
viewership would be less, right? Apart from all these viewers, once you have at least able to establish your channel, right, it would be best you can focus on all these aspects of specific areas like FSM, CSM, all those product level. Then you would be able to establish your channel at that level also.
Right. Good, definitely. So challenges are very much here in the YouTube or the I can say the digital world. Okay, now let's come to the next point of your journey. So you are MVP. Definitely, you attended the knowledge as well, right? Knowledge events.
Right, yeah.
Not a single one, or you go but you
So,
missed out
so
or something.
this was my experience was COVID time, right?
Ah, okay.
2 years continuous COVID period. I think I've given some 4 sessions. Uh, First year, I think there was 2 sessions. One on mobile app, I had given a session that was a big audience one. The
So okay,
second one,
so when you say that session means you're talking about the CreatorCon sessions on the knowledge platform, right?
knowledge platform, that was live virtual.
Oh, nice, nice, good.
So
Okay,
generally, if you know, right, if you are part of community, you get invites,
yes,
give these sessions.
right,
So
right, right.
it was I think 2019 and 20.
Due to
Uh,
COVID, right?
Due to COVID, it was fully virtual. So I was able to give 2 sessions on 2019. One on mobile app, other one on best practices. It's still there in YouTube.
Okay,
The second year, it was mostly on, I think, gave a session on service mapping and one on the integration hub. I believe that was the topic.
nice. But unfortunately, you're not able to attend the live knowledge.
No, not yet on the live one. Yeah, that's true.
So definitely give a try. Let's see if everything possible. We will meet you in the knowledge in the Vegas for sure.
Sure.
Okay, no problem. So what your thoughts on this session part? Because now if you notice that on the community level or on the LinkedIn as well, there's a lot of advertisement, marketing, promotions are going on regarding the CreatorCon. That if you want to be come to Knowledge 24, you'll get a free ticket if your topic has been selected. What are your thoughts on that part? Because there's a lot of people like me who want to present it, who want to go to the knowledge, even though I attended in just 23 only, but never be a speaker. So, what are your guidelines on that? But how to prepare a topic, what topics need to prepare, and all the things we want to understand from you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So a lot of things marketing might be seeing in the previous months, right? You had the Hack October Fest, where there was a lot of commits made into the GitHub, right? A lot of competition was there. You had the Devis app, right? That is going on
Right,
right now. CreatorCon submission, that's also going on. Generally, when you have select a topic for CreatorCon, right? What I've seen is you need to be specific to some topic which can create impact, right? That is one thing. Second thing, it should be something of a rare or a new topic that is in place today. If you, let's say you have AI today, if you can
right,
have a session on generative AI, some specific implementation use case that you have built the Gen AI, that would be of a great selection criteria for you. And
right,
what content you post, there are certain guidelines on your CreatorCon, topic description, what should be there in it. Should be app specific to what you're going to do. That should be part of a guideline that you need to put in place. So I have this, like the knowledge also. Last time I had posted 2 of the CreatorCon, both of them got selected for me the last time, right? So
nice.
similarly, you will have to bit work on this, getting the right topic selector, not something very common that it's out there in the market today, right? Something which is very specific, that would be a good choice.
Okay. Good, good. Definitely. So what about your thoughts on the Davis 2024? Have you submitted your app? Because you're a technical guy, you can do magics definitely. And believe me, from the last 3 4 days, I'm checking the community on the very regular basis. People are asking anything like anything. I don't know the topic, I don't know the things, but still people are putting question. And good part is that other people are replying on the top of that and getting the right answers. So have you submitted your app on the Davis?
No, not yet on Devis till now. I know I have a lot of ideas. So I just mentioned about Gen AI. A lot of ideas that could be built out as an app. The platform is that powerful. Capability is too
Yes.
big. The expansion capability. But unfortunately, this time I've not submitted it. It's all timeline constraints. I've not gone to it. But
Hmm.
yeah, but definitely, anyone who's willing to explore the low code capabilities, anyone who have some idea, brilliant ideas that could be put forward, you need to try it out. Your
Correct.
ideas may get converted to a platform feature, right? It's something you should definitely try it out.
Okay. So just to be updated to everybody who is on the live session now, today is the last date to submit your application or the nomination for the Davis 2024. It's like 11:59 PST. Means we, as per me, I still have a 12 hours in my bucket, and for you, almost I can say it's 4 or 5 hours in your bucket now to be submit your app. Believe me, guys, it's a very good platform. I was checking that blog, and a lot of people put their apps there. Don't worry about the results, pass, fail, accepted, rejected. The thing is that you will get the learning. Second, you are going to be in competition, and third, you will get a swag as well. So don't worry, go and put your parts on that part. Okay, your friend, and we are discussing before the session as well that you know Deepak. I'm not sure Deepak is like a scripted question or you are putting an unscripted question here. What are your thoughts on the next experience in service now? I do find a little slow and buggy. And will it replace the portal as well in the near future? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Deepak, that's a good question, and you're right. So if you have started using Next Experience in Vancouver, it's a bit improved, I would say. But till Utah, I have the same experience which you have. It's a bit
Mhm.
slow in loading up. So even you have the homepage, there are some issues. The workspaces,
Right.
loading up the service operation workspace or your CMDB workspace. Bit of slag is there, but I see when I started working Vancouver, it's bit of much more faster. Maybe there has been some performance
Yes.
improvement added. And right, this is from San Diego, right? It's just few releases
Right.
right now. Service portal, there were a lot of similar issues that was there in the ServiceNow environment, right? And slowly service portal has changed, and today you can see the employee center is out there. Employee center is getting much faster adapted by the new.
Correct.
And coming to your second question, right? Officially, what I have understood and what I have heard from ServiceNow is at this point there is no plan to replace Next Experience for your portal. It's not yet ready. It's too naive for Service Portal. You have to continue with your Employee Center, which is the recommended option. Specifically, if you have customer have licenses, you need to go for the Employee Center Pro, which is most recommended portal as of today in service.
Right. Okay. Little technical for me, definitely, but it's I like it. Okay. I have a question in my mind. Like whenever I go on the community, I see that people are saying that you can create this property and put the value string or true and false. Your work has been done. How you guys know that this problem can be solved with the property? Because I never find out anywhere that like I was checking something that someone put a question in the community that I want to be show that scoping and the update set in the separate bar or separate line, like under the banner frame specifically. So someone replied that you go and create a property and it will work for you. How you guys know this thing? Because I never find this option anywhere.
It's a good question. I'll give you a tip here. Okay, so this is something I used to do personally. The
Hmm.
first thing is you go community search it. You won't get anything.
Right.
This is another point. I think the community search needs some improvement.
Yes.
But coming back to the question, right? I'll take the words terms related to what you're trying to do. Okay,
Okay.
if scooping one, right? Go directly to the sys properties table. On the name, you do a contain search there. You go there, do a
Okay.
star, scoop or star app. You'll get all those properties which are related there, right?
Okay.
That is one way I do a quick search to find out something. Specifically, let's say employee center. I need to see all the properties. I'll go there and search for EC, right? Star
Right.
EC. Then you can explore the definition. Each of those property, they would have a definition listed there.
Yes.
That's one thing. If you are not able to get it, the second thing is Google search. That's the last option that you would
But
want.
but my again I reply on that post as well for that particular person, but he did not revert back. I asked that how you come to know that only property is the solution. Is it written somewhere in the book or you learn it from experience? And the surprising that he give the correct name as well. I use that property, put as a true, refresh my instance, I got the results. So I'm a little surprised to know that how these things be happening. Means what magic you guys bring it from anywhere and say, hey, this is the property name and do it. It's done for you.
Yes, maybe someone might have done it right at
Hmm.
one point of time. That's how all the people merge in the community, right?
Right. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's come back to little bit on the gaming part. Okay. Now again something new. What is your favorite topic in service now?
It's a tricky question. Favorite? topic, I would say uh, I go at the product level, right?
Okay.
So I would say discovery is one of my favorite product in ServiceNow and topic area for discussion.
Okay. And what is the worst topic for you? That if someone give you work on that, no, I don't want to be do, but still I have to be do.
Uh, I would say, support work. I would say with respect to ServiceNow, right? Someone comes and tell, you need to work and complete 10 tickets today on a
Right.
production. And on
Okay.
a production, you need to monitor these. That's something I would prefer not at this point.
Okay. Something starting with P.
The performance analytics.
Okay. Something started for you.
I know release update sets.
Update sets. Okay. What is the best practice you want to give to the developer if they are developing something? Because now let's because we're almost on the 40 minutes there and 10-15 minutes left in our bucket now. Let's go in the backward direction now. I'm a developer and I'm new in the industry because generally people reach out to me. I'm sure more than people reach out to you as well that Ali, I want to build a career in service now. Can you give me a path? Can you give me a suggestion? Can you give me advice? So what advice you give to them?
Yeah, so for the okay existing service now, right? I
Yes.
definitely have lot of things because one of my job responsibilities to build a strong service now team out here, hiring uh, new people, training them, grooming them into perfect experts here, right? So
Right.
for all of you who are looking for some suggestions, recommendation, service now is, if you have started with service now, that's the right place. You are in the right place. I've been seeing the growth of service now for past 9-10 years, right? I've seen it growing from a ticketing tool, going into all of the technology area for customer, going into the customer areas, the business areas. Service now,
Industry specific, right?
industry specific, the low code areas. It's covering each and every landscape of organization, infrastructure, apps, everything, right? The growth is awesome. If you are going to start with service now, first thing, you need to be very clear with the core concept. Today there are people who are very much highly experienced as a ServiceNow administrator developer, but their core concepts are not clear. And this is what I tell
Right.
to my team members also. Right, your ServiceNow concept should be clear. For example, simple things like let's say something bit technical. You want to get some server data from ServiceNow side. You have multiple options to do it.
Right.
To know the right option, the clear understanding of what are the core concepts of ServiceNow that need to be primarily clear. Second thing is, whenever you are developing, you need to focus much on your design approach, right? When you're building something, don't just go and hard code something in your scripts or your business tools. Think about the future maintenance aspect of it, how it would impact a future
Okay.
maintenance. Can you make it data driven, right? Data should drive your logic, not your code, right? So can you make it data driven? All this design should be clear. And lastly, optimizing whatever you are doing. Let's say you're building something which one developer, as a developer you are building, there might be multiple developer. If you see one developer is creating let's say for example a client script, on-node client script, another one would be creating another one. What if we can combine both, optimize the code? There would be much improved service now instance that the customer would
Right.
see. All this aspect would develop your core skills in service now. And once you're clear with the core skills, right, any product, irrespective of what product service now is releasing in the market today, right, you will be able to get hold of that product and you would be able to implement anything if you have the core concept skill, right? So
Mhm.
product is not a dependency here. Your core skills are important.
Right.
Once you have covered your core skills, right, you can work on anything. That's what if is good as a recommendation for
But
all the newbies. Yeah.
yes, but again, like if I'm a fresher, because this question came from the fresher specifically. I'm a fresher that what module I should pick up, how to pick up that part. Because now when I'm agree with you that 2020, 13, 14 or 12, ITSM was the only thing which famous in industry and everybody was knowing that part. But now ITSM, GRC, SecOps, Discovery. So people ask me that okay, what course, what module I should pick up it. What your thoughts on that? But that do you think that there must be defined journey like CSA, ITSM, GRC, or CSA, then opt anything?
That's so tough. It's a common question about all freshers asking, and so the tough one. Seeing the market today, right? If you see a service now, so I deal with different customers. If you see at the service now market today, ITSM is saturated.
Correct.
ITSM is not. It might not be good if you start with ITSM today, but you need to have that knowledge what ServiceNow ITSM. But looking into market today, so if you see the business industry workflows, CSM is getting expanded. ServiceNow has moved into more of an industry. If you see telecom service management is getting
Correct.
more, approach from customers. Manufacturing workflows, your OT management, legal service management. If I just mentioned about DEX, right? So DEX is something which is getting released recently. It's about user experience monitoring, right? Uh, so this each and every module has its stuff important. It's not about choosing a specific module. It's about the module which you get and you make the best out of it, right? Irrespective of what it is, that is what the guidance that I would like to give. Because if you select anything, there are hundreds of other modules which is there in market
Correct.
today of value. It doesn't matter, right? Get a
Yes.
module, work on it, get expertise on it, then move to the next one. That's my suggestion.
Okay. And what do you think that is the development is the only path I should opt, or we can go some other paths in service? Now, like I'm working as a business process consultant, and I have a knowledge of development. I can understand the code, but I cannot write the code. So, what are your thoughts on that part? Because now you are on a level on a 10, 12 years experience. You are working as a technical lead. You did interact with the BPCs, BAs as well. So, what are your suggestions to BA and BPCs? How they can help you in the technical understanding, in the technical terms? What are your thoughts on that part?
So definitely, it's all about collaboration, right?
Right.
You need everyone. You need to have to run an implementation project. You need to have an architect. You need to have a business process consultant. You need to have developers. You need to have a project manager out there. It's a collaboration. Uh, but if you see in the market today, right, most of our demand is about developers and architecture, and that's what
Right.
I think the newbies would also focus on. But does not mean that the other roles are irrelevant, right? You need all these roles. It works together. There might be things which an architect is not aware of, which a business process consultant is aware. They have the domain knowledge, which the
Correct.
architect might have more of a technical side of a knowledge, but a developer will more have a technical side of a knowledge. But when you work with the BPC who has a knowledge of different customers implementing different domain areas, right? That is what is important. They can tell you that, this is a best practice for this customer. I have seen this implementing. They can give that recommendation. And definitely both of them need to collaborate and work together. And each of them have their own importance in the industry. Right?
Okay. So do you have an experience that you have fight with the BPCs? Because he's saying no, it is a best practice, but you are saying no, I'm not going to do this part. An experience on that thing.
Not that with respect to BPCs and all, uh, but
Or the BAs.
BAs and BPCs not much, but maybe with the developers or there would be conflicts definitely. There are
Yes.
different ways to express your things, right? So not fight, but good discussions to make them understand. This is how it should work. They would have
Right.
their points, right? So yeah, not directly with the BPC or specifically don't fight with the project manager, right?
Right. 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 Okay.
Deepak
Now I
has a Deepak has a good question for you, Atul.
sure. Okay. Now I come to a little bit more on the community part. So we see that you have a good experience, you build yourself, and now Ali is a name which a brand name in the community. 6 years, eight times or 6 times, 8 times MVP on that part. I need suggestions from you. Definitely, people like me or the people who are watching these videos, that how I can contribute in the community, because now there's no concept of the leaders like this. We have a rising stars and we have the MVPs. So, what are your thoughts on that part? That how I can push to anybody? Hey, go and check, or go and reply on the community. You will get something new. And I need this part with some examples, that like I know that I guess Gaurav is the one who came to my podcast, and he said that he learned, I guess, flow or the virtual agent only from the community. With the questions he understand everything, and then now he's expert in that area. So do you have any topic in your mind that which you learn from the community, or which spark you to learn that topic?
Yeah, Gaurav have told the same to me also. We had connected before about this part. Yeah. So so right now, if you see, there is no points leaderboards. Leaderboards are there, but the pointing, the gamification concept is removed, right?
Yes.
Which is, I would say, good in a sense. More of a learning skills would get adapted to the community. You would focus on not for points, which used to happen before. A lot of time this used to happen
Correct.
before, but now you can focus on areas. There are, if you explore community, right? There are a lot of different forums which are available across each of the different products platform level of service now. Each
Right.
product has different forums, and if you're specifically interested in something, right, go and subscribe to that specific forum. You get to know more and more questions which are posted, the blogs, the articles which are getting posted. Read them. If you just read the queries, let's say, as a daily practice, right? Let's read 5 queries, 5 posts which are part of the specific forum which you are looking
Mhm.
to learn, right? You'll get a lot of understanding, lot of uh, knowledge from this. That's the first thing that I would take up, if from today's community. Instead of going there and answering a lot of things, take 5 of them, answer it, learn things from that, right?
Okay.
That's my suggestion now.
So any specific topic you learn from community, or still give you spark that there's a lot of questions coming. Let's learn this part early now. It's time.
That would be many, because
Oh,
starting part of career, it was all community was there.
right.
And just one pointer that I want to add here is, during my time when I started, the one website that I used to admire was the SNC Guru website, right? It used to have all things for which you didn't have a solution, or which you wanted to learn, or which you wanted to implement, which
Oh.
which you didn't get anywhere, right? So that is one. I don't think it's much active at this point, but previously it was there, and a lot of things related to the old way of executing. Let's say processors and service now. I don't think it's much used right now.
Mhm.
Learning about those, then about your single sign-ons, about your UI
Right.
pages, your UI macros, all those aspects I have learned from those community sites.
Wow. So it means what you learn, you are giving back to the community now. This is what the fundamental you're following. Instead of doing the competition, I want to be on the board, top first, top second. Good. Good to know this part. Okay. Now I'll come to a little bit more on the closing part. So I have one more question for you. What are the options on the community which I can use? Like I hear we can write the blogs, articles, videos. Other than question answer, what else you do on the community which I can learn or we can learn from you?
So, if I understand it correctly, at this point, you can create articles and blogs, but it's actually limited to the list of MVPs, the
Okay.
rising stars, the group of cohort that we have for this MVPs, right?
Okay.
I doubt whether, because we had this discussion some time back, whether it's opened up for the external users, but definitely there can be blogs, articles written out there. You can, previously you had the ability to post your videos. You have a YouTube videos, you could actually advertise it in community, but now the video part is removed from community.
Remove, right.
Yeah, so still
Okay.
you have the options of blogs and articles. Yes.
Right. But according to you, or I guess according to me as well, going on the community, seeing the question, replying the questions is the best thing to be learned, I can say. Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Now Few more questions left in my bucket now. Have you attended any dev meetup?
Yeah, I have. I have. Think not recently, but sometime back, 1 year back, I guess we had a
So
couple of meetups
how
that have
was
been.
how was the experience? Like people say, "Oh my God, it's Alikutty here with us, who is a legend," or what do you think? Like normal, it's go attend and come back.
It was normal. I mean, if you know Ashutosh, right? Ashutosh was
Yes,
there in one of the meetup. Paul, right? Paul Morris, uh,
yes, I met with
PM.
him in the
Yeah,
MVP. This
he
one,
was
knowledge.
there in the other one. So it was a normal one, and not much of a hype there, but it was a normal one that
No,
that
because when you become the brand, now Ali itself is a brand. So people want to meet you. Oh my God, who is that person who's writing a lot of blogs or creating a videos or answering my questions on that part? Good. Okay, now almost on the closing, and one more point from my side. In the discussion when we have before this go live as well or this session as well, you say that it was your first live session that someone invited you on the live, right?
yeah,
So
that's okay.
how's experience in the last 55 minutes? And what was the experience before that? You were nervous, what I will say, because same thing, I had a discussion with Deepak as well. He was the first who invited on my channel first time, and the Gora was the first one who come on the live one. So what was your earlier reaction and now how you're feeling now?
Uh, I think this was nothing planned, right? This was
Definitely unscripted.
unscripted. We just joined. I didn't I didn't had an idea what questions were up to come. You told rapid fire. I thought, what is he going to ask me? Right. So there was some uh, not confusion. I was thinking what you would be asking, but once it started, it went with the flow, right? So yeah, it went good. That's what I have.
Good. So definitely now I maybe if I have some plan in the future to bring some technical guys together and let's put something to be simulate something to be like happy hours coding kind of things we can do in that part. Okay. Now
Definitely, I thought just one thing. If
sure, sure.
something, let's have something with the bug plan for that. The bug would be 100% ready.
No, before that I had to mentally prepare because the things you're going to put in the technical time I have to understand that as well. So need to
No,
prepare for that.
we'll make you a developer, Atul. Don't worry.
Definitely. I was thinking that in the knowledge when I was there, so they show the text to code option in the generative AI or the now assist. And I was thinking now, wow, I can also become a developer. But really speaking, I tried my hands 2, 3 times in the development, but it's not my cup of tea. When you guys go, like I'm falling on the glide Ajax, I give up. I delete that emails from directly from my mailbox. No, I cannot answer it. That's the thing. Okay. Any last message for the community?
Yeah, so whatever you're focusing on currently, right? Strictly, learn those aspects. There is a lot of things that would come into mind, whether when you're working with ServiceNow, whether I should learn ITSM, IDOM, all those aspects. Focus on something specific. Put your efforts. Let's say you work on switching between topics. Learn one thing continuously, get the knowledge out of it, be an expert in that, then move to your next area of expertise, building expertise step by step, right? That is what I've learned from service now. You cannot learn everything. It's a platform, the platform of
Right.
300, 400 plus products and applications, right? There is no single person who knows everything right today. even
True.
even after all these years, I think I've not even know about 5 to 10% of service knowledge. I have
Oh,
more to learn. That's what daily, when we go into the new videos, new products, that's what we understand. There are more to learn. It's a big ocean, right? So take
right.
step by step. Definitely success would come for you, with you, to stay with you also.
Right. I guess you pick up the very right word here because in 2013, 14, it was just a bucket. But now it's a very, very, very big ocean. If you see one video and you say I'm become a master here, definitely nothing is going to be happen on that particular part.
Yeah, that,
That's
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 that's the personal experience that I have.
no, I'm 100% agree on that part. I'm being a trainer, I know this thing that if I give a training, I know that I can give you only 2%, 3%, or maybe 0.5, 0.6%. but ServiceNow is very big ocean on that particular part. Okay, so now we're almost on the end of the our session here, and before we formally close it, let's take a moment to thanks to the God to whom you worship. Let's pray. Thank you so much for giving us the power, the convey, the message what we want to be convey. Hope that the same words, same thing has been conveyed to the community, and then we finally close it after few seconds. Okay, so now we are done, or I can say we can conclude our episode number 5 with Ali Kuti Abdul Razak. And before I finally close it, I would like to be say thanks to you, Ali, because we just connected 2 days back. You give your availability, and we are able to finally plan this session. It's a festive season for everybody. And before we conclude, thank you so much, audience. Thank you so much, I can say, Ali, to you for giving a chance, time during my time periods, I can say. Definitely, because still evening for me, but it's a late night for you now. It's going to be 11. And wish you and everybody, your family, a very happy Diwali, a peaceful, a healthy, wealthy, and a good Diwali to everybody. Thank you so much, guys. I'll come back again with the episode number 6 very soon with a new guest speaker with us. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Atul.
Thanks. Bye.